Hey, so I'm in Acts chapter 19, and in verse 24 here, there's this man named Demetrius, and he's a silversmith, and he feels threatened by people in Ephesus, in town there, believing on Christ because he makes idols, and he makes these idols for this Diana here, this false goddess Diana, and if people believe on Christ, he's worried that people aren't going to buy his idol crafts and stuff, right? So he gets other people in town worked up, other silversmiths and things like that. He's basically saying, this is a threat to our wealth. And he says, there's these people and they're trying to basically, make Diana to be despised. And it almost starts a riot. And these people get really mad. It gets bigger and bigger. And they're screaming, great is the Diana of the Ephesians and all this stuff. And what I want to show you is let's see where, okay, I want to show you in verse 37, but there's this town's clerk, right? And he's worried about basically, you know, people in more power than him hearing about the riots and him getting in trouble for it. So he's trying to calm down this angry mob. And I'll start at verse 25. And when the town's clerk had appeased the people, he said, Ye men of Ephesus, what man is there that knoweth not how that the city of the Ephesians is a worship of the great goddess Diana, and of the image which fell down from Jupiter? Seeing then that these things cannot be spoken against, ye ought to be quiet, to do nothing rashly. And real quick, right, here's an example of the Bible recording somebody that says a lie, but the Bible records them as them saying it. It's true that he said it, but it's a lie. Okay, obviously, this some graven image of Diana did not fall down from Jupiter. That's ridiculous. Um, so watch out when somebody says something in the Bible. You make sure that what they said is true, because again, the Bible records people saying things, and depending on who it is, it could be a truth or it could just be made up. Like the Bible records the devil speaking. It's true that he said those things, but Satan's a liar. Okay, that's anyways. So, verse 36, seeing then that these things cannot be spoken against, okay, ye not ye ought to be quiet and do nothing rashly. But look what he says here. Verse 37. For ye have brought hither these men, which are neither robbers of churches, nor yet blasphemers of your goddess. And it says there's neither robbers of churches. And think about it. He's not talking about bona fide Christian churches. Okay? And I just want to point that out, that even back then, the world had their churches. Okay? And the world now has their churches. And you better watch out about, thinking that everything that's called a church is a New Testament church. Because no, it's not. There's actually very few New Testament churches. There's quite a lot of imposters, and you better be on your spiritual A game to be able to discern, a New Testament church, and discern it, and also spot a fake New Testament church, such as John MacArthur's. church. It might be called Grace something, but John MacArthur doesn't believe in grace. Okay, he's a hardcore Calvinist that denies the power of the blood of Christ. But anyways, I just thought that this was interesting here in the book of Acts, where it mentions churches and they're fake churches. Okay, fake in the sense of, again, that they're not New Testament churches. So watch out. Anyways, take care.